What's up, everybody? We're here in the Woodlands for baseball camp today. My buddy Carlos Correa asked me to come out to his camp and talk to some kids. So super excited to go work with some kids. What's up, everybody? Headed to baseball camp. See you soon. All right, so you guys showcase. You guys done showcases before and everything?
No.
First one?
Yeah.
First one?
Go to a showcase. 16 about it.
I got you. Well, showcases are now really big across the United States, so this is definitely very important for your guys' future. And my dad told me 3 things when it comes to baseball: attitude, effort, and hustle. Those are the 3 things that you can control on a baseball field at all times. You can always hustle. You can always hustle. You can always run to your position, run off the field. You can always hit it. When you hit a ground ball, you can run it out as hard as you can because you never know who's watching you. Effort. There's a rule called 10,000 hours. A lot of great people in this world have said that after 10,000 hours of doing something, you'll be successful. So you got to put in those hours. You got to start logging them now. When I turned 13 years old, somebody told me that. Somebody said you have to decide. You have to decide that you want to be successful, and it's time for you guys to decide. If you guys love the game and passionate about it, you got to decide that you want to be successful at it, and that means you got to eat, sleep, and breathe it. You got to be obsessed with it. Some of the most successful athletes around the world, they said there's no talent here. It's an obsession, and that means just working at it every single day. And then the attitude thing, you always got to have a good attitude. You always got to approach every day, be thankful that you're being able to play a game. And to the parents, you guys got to thank your parents a lot because they have to sacrifice a bunch for putting you in to showcases, driving to all your games, taking time out of their day. So you have to be definitely very thankful towards them. And it's very important that your parents support you throughout this journey that you guys are about to go on. So when you guys go do these showcases, let it rip, give everything you got, and this will be good. This will be good for y'all to do one now and then hopefully do a few more in the future. So have fun today and get after it. What's up, bro?
So, were you good when you were little?
Was I good when I was little? I wouldn't say I was good. I'd say I was the smallest guy. That guy coached me since I was 14 years old. I was always the smallest guy, everywhere, every showcase, everything that we ever did. But a few of my buddies and I said, hey, you know what? We may be small. We may be from in New Mexico. There are no scouts. There's nothing like that. Scouts don't come out to New Mexico. So you kind of have to put yourself on the map. You kind of have to travel and do your thing. So. Farmington. They do go to Farmington. Oh yeah, we played a tournament up there, the World Series, the Connie Mac.
Yeah, I finished third in the nation one year.
That's awesome. That's about the only place they go to. So to answer your question, no, I wasn't. I just tried to work as hard as I could, and was fortunate enough to be put in front of the right people at the right time, and then now we're winning World Series. It's crazy.
The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
So yeah, good question. What's up, dude?
Ask him a question.
What was your 60 time when you were our age?
My 60 time? I wasn't very fast. I'd say probably at age 13, I was probably like a 7.4, 7.5, and then it's important. It's one of the things that we did at all the showcases. So kind of started working on my speed, started training, working out, doing speed work, working on my form when I would run, and got it down to probably like a 6.8 before I went to college, 6.7. But that was at 18 years old, so it took some time.
Para que traduzca Bregman. Después de ganar la Serie Mundial, Alex Bregman,
After they won the World Series, Alex Bregman.
2 días o 3 días ya él estaba bateando.
Una semana.
¿2 semanas?
Una
semana y él estaba bateando para esta temporada del 2018.
1 week after they won the World Series, he was already working out and hitting after winning one week after winning the World Series. So he's showing there that he loves baseball and his hard work ethic that he has every day and the effort he puts in the field and off the field.
No se conformó y por poco estaba en el MVP de este año.
So this year, you can see the numbers he put. He was there for the MVP, and the numbers,
But
best season so far.
And I'll tell you this, that's what our team does a great job of. You have Jose Altuve, who has already won multiple batting titles. I think it was his 5th Silver Slugger this year. If he didn't have knee surgery, he'd already be back in the gym right now. He'd already be working out for next year. And that's what, a week after we lose, he would have been back in the gym. Carlos, same way. Same exact way. And that's why I think this team's really good and we're going to be good for a long time, because everyone's motivated and everybody is going to continue to push it to the next level and push everybody around you. So when you guys are out here today doing this, when you're doing a showcase, it's about competing. You're competing against the next guy and you're trying to put yourself at the top. So compete in everything that you do.
More or less at their age, how often would you practice a week, a day? How was more or less your routine?
Yeah, see, my dad played college baseball, and he never forced me to do anything. It was, hey, if you want to do it, I'll take you wherever you want to. I'll take you to practice every single day if you want to. He never forced me to, hey, you need to go outside and practice. You need to do this. You need to do that. He said, hey, if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. And I'd say probably at about 13, I was waking up before school, going to the gym, go to school, study. After school, I'd go to the cage from about, 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night sometimes, to just hang out, but probably hit for about 3 or 4 of those hours. So it was a full day thing. I missed out on a few proms and missed out on a few hanging out with friends sessions, but I was happy and it paid off. So definitely, your parents aren't gonna be able to say, hey, you need to go work, you need to go work, you need to go work, you need to go work. You got to do that yourself. You got to want to do it yourself. So yeah, took a lot of hours.
I tell these guys, because a lot of kids and a lot of parents will tell them to go in there and swing hard, do this, do that. I tell them it's okay to swing hard, but under control with an approach of taking those pitches more than anything up the middle first, so they can learn to drive the ball to all fields, man. So I don't know if you could tell these guys how important it is to use the whole field.
100%.
Not just be a one-dimensional hitter pull.
100%. My approach at the plate is, first off, I'm trying to get a good pitch to hit. I'm looking for a pitch that I can drive, which for me is going to be middle in, middle away a little bit, because I stand close to the plate. But I'm always looking for something in the middle of the plate, something I can drive through the middle of the field. I'm trying to hit a ball from right center to left center, and if I'm late, I'll hit it down the right field line. If I'm early, I'll be able to stay through it enough to hit it to left field. But yeah, like you said, look for pitches over the middle of the plate, try and stay through the middle of the field, and I think the basics. I feel like you have to be able to hit a line drive from the second baseman to the shortstop if you want to be successful. I feel like that's when all else fails, you got to be able to hit a line drive through the middle of the field. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate
it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, talk to us about how do you handle the pressure?
The pressure.
Like, how do you feel like Game 5 when you got that hit against the Dodgers last year?
I think the biggest thing is, in pressure situations, you have to know who you are, and you know what kind of player you are, and you can't try and do more. I've been in them so many times over and over again and failed, that I think failing that many times in those situations is why I succeed in them sometimes. I think that baseball is such a game of failure that you have to be able to move on to the next pitch. Next pitch is the most important pitch. That when the pressure's on, it just goes back to, hey, take a deep breath, know who you are, try and execute your plan against them. And I think a lot of it also goes back to homework done on the pitcher that we're facing and knowing where he's going to try and go in high leverage situations. If he's going to try, if he has a great slider and that's his pitch, and he's not, yeah, you gotta look for his best pitch because that's what he's going to throw.
Was that exciting when you hit that game last year?
What'd you say?
Was that exciting?
Oh yeah, it was a blast. It was, I mean,
2 on, 2 out. 10th inning. That's in the air to left. Here comes Fisher. Throw by Ethier. Astros win it in 10.
yeah, that was unbelievable. One of the best moments of my life, for sure. And we pushed it one game closer to win the World Series, which is awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alex, what's your off-season nutrition routine? How you take care of your body?
Yeah, it's super important. Now, I didn't really take care of my body that well until probably last year. I really started focusing on it. We have like a not a chef, but a lady who cooks for us some meals and sets them aside for the week, and we kind of eat really healthy now. Drink only water, and so it's kind of been a strict diet of like chicken and fish and all that. But yeah, it's not fun. I miss burgers, I miss all of it. So we do that. We eat really healthy. We have a physical therapist that works on us and makes sure that we're staying healthy, our bodies are healthy. And then also I think the weight room and the preventative exercises that we do for injury are really important. A lot of mobility, stability, flexibility stuff. I don't really do a lot of yoga, but we do a lot of the same moves, the same movements, the same full range of motion exercises. Not trying to lift too heavy. Now when I was y'all's age, I wouldn't lift heavy at all. I wouldn't want to stunt growth at a young age. What I do is more of a hand-eye coordination, reactiveness, quick twitch workout, and I think that's good until about 18 years old-ish. When you're going to go to college, then they'll start loading up the weight a little bit because you're finally kind of in your body that you're going to have the rest of your life. So I think until then, it's more of a quick twitch. That's kind of what you guys do too. That's kind of what Carlos has done as well. Carlos didn't really lift that heavy of weights until now, and now he's starting to bulk up a little bit because now he's finally, what is he, 6'4"?
6'4".
Yeah, now he's finally 6'4", and he's ready to go for the rest. So, but I think it's super important. That stuff is super important. Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since when did you find out that you really want to play baseball? Because my son, I wanted to force him to play soccer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what sport he wanted to until he told me, you know what, Dad? I seen my cousin play baseball, and I pushed him. I didn't push him to play baseball. I said, you know what? Maybe you're confused. Maybe you want to play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So I put him in soccer, and then he realized that like next season when he was gonna start, he goes, Daddy, it's baseball time. I want to play baseball.
Mm-hmm. I think probably at 13 years old, I realized I wanted to play baseball. Just loved the game growing up, and I was at a baseball camp actually, and at University of New Mexico, and Ray Birmingham told me, he's the head coach there now, he said, if you want to be good at this game, you have to decide. And I think from probably 13 years old, I said, all right, well, I'm deciding, and this is what I want to do. I love it, and every second of the day from then on, I really just put into it. Yeah.
I was forcing him to play soccer, but no, Dad, I don't like soccer.
Good. You got to do what you love. You got to do what you love.
So Alex, in Texas, football is big.
Mm-hmm.
Going into middle school and high school, all these guys have a lot of access to playing football in the fall and then spring. What do you think about that? I mean,
The football?
the football, should we combine it? Should we say we're baseball only? What's your take? Sometimes the weight routine sort of fights against the baseball intent. What do you think?
100%. I think that you figure out which one you love more. That doesn't mean not play football or basketball or whatever, or soccer, whatever sport. It doesn't mean not play it. Find out which one you love more and put most of your attention to that. I played basketball until I was a freshman, and I played it my freshman year in high school, and played football my 7th grade year, I think. And kind of when I was a freshman, sophomore, when I started getting onto the scene, that 14, 15, 16, when I was starting to go do showcases and start getting recruited, I kind of shut down other sports and kind of singular focus on baseball. But I think it's good to play all the sports, every sport you want, and yeah, I think it's actually really good. And then you see a lot of it in our game too. Kyler Murray, the quarterback for Oklahoma, was the 11th overall pick in the MLB draft. So I think it helps with teamwork, leadership, playing different sports, and yeah, I don't. A lot of people will say, "Hey, I want you to play one sport. You need to focus on one sport." But to be honest, if you're playing multiple sports, that's fine. Yeah. Now, don't get hurt playing football. No helmet to helmet. But
Ready?
let's see it, guys. Yeah, of course. Probably like 50%. It's getting better.
If you would have spent more time in the minors, maybe you would have been down.
Oh, one more year I would have been fluent.
Cuando termine, entren rápido. Ustedes van a ser los últimos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. You said, "Come on, Dad, I like baseball better."
Thank you.
Just wrapped up baseball camp here in the Woodlands. It was a blast. Had fun talking to the kids. Hopefully gave them a little advice that they can use in the future for their baseball career, and hopefully that helps.